It started in the dog days of summer, the scorching heat of August. And we plow through the fall months, through 11 total weeks of football, to land here at this moment on a cold day in November from Honeycutt Stadium. It's the first round of the WVSSAC AAA state playoffs. Princeton's special teams unit ready to go, teeing up the ball at the 40-yard line. Now Jace Gum is out, or is that, yeah, that's Gum, and it's going to be an onside kick. Ball's loose, Tiger football! Brady Klein came up with the football. They were trying the trickeration there with the switch in the Swamperoo, and Jace Gum laid out a perfect onside kick to start this ball game. They'll stay with the same four receiver set, two to the far and two to the near. Single back Jennings, flanking to the right. Now he'll go in motion out of the backfield, emptied the backfield, and another throw, screen pass, far side to Mosser. Mosser gets the block, 20, 10, 5, Mosser pushed out at the 1-yard line. Mosser will go in motion, handoff Jennings, untouched, touchdown, Tigers. Daniel Jennings, the future Nittany Lion, will put Princeton on the board first. Jennings will be the back in the backfield. He flanks to the left of Barker. Single receiver near is Garrett Mays, three receivers to the far side. Now Belcher in motion. He'll go behind the line. Snap and a handoff to Jennings. Jennings plows up the middle of the big hole. Jennings to the 20. He cuts back 25, 30. Jennings in a foot race. 50, 40, 30. Goodbye, Daniel Jennings. Hello, Tiger touchdown. 94 yards. And Daniel Jennings, the future Nittany Lion, has said no. You aren't coming into our house and doing anything. Woo, what a play, Ben.
That was a beautiful play.
You got a credit there. The Princeton offensive line. They parted the Red Sea, and they said, Moses, go on to the promised land, and there he went. Wow, what a play. Brad Mosser does his best Saquon Barkley and hurdles a Hampshire up man. The ball squid down. Brad took it about the 20-yard line, and at the 45, he just said, whoop, I'm going on. Snap back, handoff. They're extra blockers for Jennings. Jennings with a big hole. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Daniel Jennings.
It'll be a give to Jennings. Jennings running him across the 40. He'll break a tackle to 45, stumbles into Hampshire territory to 50, trying to cut it back inside at the 45. Now he's got green grass. He's going to try to cut it all the way back across the green. 35-30, 25-20, they won't catch him. And what a run by Daniel Jennings. 10-5, end zone, touchdown Tigers.
What a play. Daniel Jennings, he's just finding holes. And the real big thing is the Hampshire defense just can't bring him down.
Left, Barker has a clean pocket all day to throw, and he's got a man running towards the goal line. It's Ryan Klein. He runs underneath of it.
Let's credit the offensive line there, Wes. They gave Chance Barker enough time to throw that football. He could have had lunch and then threw the football. They've just been doing a great job keeping Barker clean. In fact, Wyatt was on delay to go downfield, and boy, he just turned on the jets.
Snap back to Eversole. Here comes the Princeton blitz. And Jake Belcher tosses Eversole down at the...
Holy cow. Jake Belcher, like you said, on the safety blitz, all-out blitz from the snap. He was going regardless, and nobody in a white jersey picked him up, and he just plowed over Eversole. Great job, Jake Belcher.
It's going to be a screen out to Jennings. Jennings makes the catch across the 30, 35, 40, down the sideline. Jennings stays in bounds. Oh, no, he didn't. He stayed in bounds the entire way as he tight ropes all the way to the end zone. Oh, Daniel Jennings.
Holy cow.
A 73-yard screen and run. It's going to be a speed option. Barker's going to keep it. Chance makes a nice move. 25-20.
Chance.
And Barker is still on his feet inside of the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Barker planted his foot twice, made two shifts, broke some tackles. He looked like a running back right there. Great job by by Barker.
Barker has a snap, play action. Barker fires over the middle. Brad Mosser makes the catch at the 2-yard line and strolls into the end zone. Nice slant route by Mosser.
Great little slant route there. Brad didn't miss the ball this time. He got it right on the two hands, pulled it right in. Good touchdown there for Brad.
Got this game well under control. Daniel Jennings breaking tackles in the backfield. Chance Barker throws a block. Jennings around the outside. Jennings slips out of another tackle, and this is Marshawn Lynch territory.
It's video game stuff. You just keep hitting the X, Y, and B button, and you spin, you'll jump, you'll slide, and then at one point you'll even throw a stiff arm. Daniel Jennings, man, is playing inspired football tonight.
Alex Cox, the Tigers of tomorrow, are on the field. R.J. Coatney with the run. R.J. Coatney at the 20, the 15, trying to be taken down from behind. He will not be. And R.J. Coatney rumbles in from 30 yards out.
Peavy, the back of the backfield.
Will be a give to Omar. Omar at the 20, and Peavy is swung out of bounds at the 20. That's a 3-yard gain for the senior. And that will wrap it up. Coach, you guys, I don't want to say came out flat, but came out in Hampshire, had a point to prove. They felt like, they belonged here, and they played really well for about 14 minutes of the game, and you guys just imposed your will.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him we're nothing. And I think you're exactly right. I think they came down here, they had a great game plan, went right at us, couldn't defend the pass real well there early. No, really, there's nothing really to say other than that we just weren't playing well at the beginning, and Hampshire came out. I think we overlooked them. That's a good ball club. And, when you get to this point in the season, anybody in the playoffs is a tough get. So, our kids understand that. They started to figure out what was going on. But, sorry, I've been running up steps. I got to get better shape. But, the biggest thing is these guys, you have to be locked in at all times. We'll give them a little bit of break since they hadn't played like 2 weeks. So, we'll chalk it up to that.
All right, how about Jennings tonight? He runs for 268 yards and does it on a very minuscule 12 carries. He caught one ball, 73 yards. That went for a touchdown. When you get in November, you got to be able to ride a guy, and you guys did that last year with Markel Lowe in the playoffs, and now you're doing it with Daniel Jennings here.
Yeah, and I think, Daniel's, he's been patient. He waited his turn there. We kind of moved him to running back there, gave him primarily now the carries. And, he's stepping into that role. But I think, hats off to our offensive line. He wasn't getting touched still. He was like 15, 20 yards down the field, and then he was doing, Daniel Jennings things. So, couldn't be more proud of those guys. I tell the guys all the time, if we can rush for 300, I'll take them linemen out to eat. So I think that's what we're going to be doing.
yeah, counting.
I think it's there, right?
It's
Let's see, 290.
It's pretty close.
Yeah,
I think it's there. Okay,
I think it's 302.
Yeah, so they'll be going to Applebee's on Coach Taylor. So I'll have to just don't tell my wife that I'll be putting it on a credit card. They'll be all right.
Being really good this week with Thanksgiving, and we get to get a little
That's right.
free appetizer there at
Not that they need it, but
Applebee's.
it is what it is.
But how about your secondary? Because the quarterback Eversole started off really well. He had the 40-yard touchdown pass to start the game pretty much, and then I thought you guys played really well in the secondary and really shut them off.
Yes, we talked about it. We were going to play man-to-man defense there, and it's been a while since we played primarily man. We thought we had the athletes there to be able to stay with them early. We didn't. Those guys were running past us, and it kind of looked like our feet were stuck in the sand there for a little bit. But as we got better, we started getting a little more physical, and we kind of woke up. And I thought the secondary played a good job. Tighter coverage there for sure towards the end. So we're proud of them. We got a lot of stuff to work on, but it's easier to do after you get a win like that. And here's the deal: you just want one point better than the opponent right now is all that matters. So we'll be looking for North Marion whenever we play them.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a chance to watch that game last night, or at least somehow follow it. Early outlook here, obviously two teams that made the state championship game last year. North Marion, for what it's worth, probably should have won a state championship last year, lost that heartbreaker to Fairmont Senior. What do you see on North Marion that concerns you early?
Yeah, big physical offense and defensive line. They're really big. They really get after you up front. And, even today we struggled a little bit a couple times trying to get the running back down. And, that's going to be a recipe for disaster against the Huskies. So we got to make sure that we, stay low, and get behind their pads a little bit. Thought our defensive line stood up a little bit. I thought our offensive line looked pretty good. But, on the defensive side of the ball, we got to play with more intensity. We got to stay low and get after them. And, pretty much we want to make them one-dimensional. We want to take away the run, make them throw the ball because I don't think they're comfortable with that.
Yeah, what I like, Coach, about next week's matchup, talked about it there in the second half. You're at your alma mater, Darren Hayes. He's at his alma mater. Both of you guys take a lot of pride. Both communities take a lot of pride. Should be a really fun atmosphere next week.
Yeah, it's a chance to go to the semis. So, you got to take care of business. It's going to be a big weekend. You got Thanksgiving, all that kind of stuff going on. But, we got to focus. Kids don't have school. So we'll be able to, practice a little longer. So, that's what we're looking forward to, spending some time with your family. But at the end of the day, we got to come out and get a W next week.
Hopefully a little bit better weather next week, or at least maybe not the precipitation.
I think it's going to snow.
I was going to say, I think it's colder.
I'll take some snow. I'm not a big fan of this, whatever this rain, drizzle stuff is. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'll take some snow.
Me either. All right, Princeton gets a 63-9 win. Coach Taylor, we appreciate the time. Get some rest, brother.
Absolutely.
We'll
appreciate
catch up next
you,
week.
Absolutely.
Cards